Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So I've just got back from England, so I'm feeling a bit tired. I brought my dad with me, so if you hear coughing, that's who it is. I don't think he'll cough, we'll see. Okay, so this video I'm going to, not really responding to a comment, but somebody put a comment on the introduction to Advaita Vedanta video. So the idea was to give an introduction of the main concepts, and somebody put a comment saying something about the concepts that we can never understand reality with human concepts beyond the human mind, etc., etc. You know, one of these things that lots of people say. I mean, there's some things that in non-duality you come across that are easy to say, like you're everything or it's beyond human concepts. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not really, doesn't really help. It's true though, the ultimate reality is beyond concepts. Now, so we're going to look at this a bit in this video. To what extent and can we understand Brahman, or can we understand our true self using concepts, which clearly we can't. And first, I didn't really know what point of view the guy had. So I wasn't sure if he was a materialist saying we can never understand reality. You know, like you can't explain why we pay car insurance to a dog. You know, dog is never going to understand car insurance. Maybe we are never going to. Humans will never understand. No matter how much our science develops, we'll never understand really what's going on. It'll always be, you know, like dog concepts or monkey concepts. The Bernardo Kastrup is fond of saying that we are monkeys on a rock in space, and he does this to some degree because he's making a grand claim that basically there is only one consciousness, there's only one awareness, and you are that. You know, very simple. It's analytic idealism, but he's saying that you are the ultimate reality, you are basically God, kind of like that, but not in those words. So, and to, I think to play that down a bit, he often says humans are just monkeys on a rock in space, so we wouldn't be able to understand the workings of things. I'm not exactly sure, but more or less that. So I wasn't sure if the commentator was saying that. You know, we've had so many scientific discoveries, but then again, they say the history is strewn with the carcasses of scientific theories, basically. You know, we had Newtonian physics, and then we've got relativity and quantum physics that don't fit. And so there's probably going to be something, and these will also become carcasses in history one day. So we will never understand this, yes. But from the point of view of Advaita Vedanta and non-duality, it's not actually a problem, because what we're trying to do, the reason why we don't understand what we really are, or what the ultimate reality is because of ignorance, is because of an illusion, error. Now, you are the ultimate reality. The thing that you are, Swami Vivekananda said that it's not that it's beyond knowing, because in some senses it is beyond knowing. It's more than known, because it's the most intimate thing. It's actually you. It's this feeling that it's you yourself, and it doesn't need to be understood. It's the sun illuminates everything, and the sun doesn't need illumination. The sun is illumination. And although as a subject, it can never be objectified, it itself is known in itself, by itself. Now, there's a small thing of whether it's, you'd need, in Advaita Vedanta, you need reflected consciousness for it to be meta-conscious, to be aware of being aware. So that's in why in deep sleep, we are not aware that we are there. So it's not meta-conscious in that way. But in Kashmiri Shaivism, they say it is automatically self-aware. I don't know exactly how it works, but yes, it would be, you wouldn't need this reflected consciousness. But the question arises then, well, why is it not present in deep sleep? Why am I not aware in deep sleep? And the Advaita explanation, Advaita Vedanta, is that, and somebody commented I was pronouncing Advaita Vedanta. Maybe I should be saying Advaita Vedanta. Or maybe the person prefers if I pronounce the V as a W and say Advaita Vedanta or Advaita Vedanta. I don't know. Anyway, it's Sanskrit. My Spanish pronunciation is also bad. Anyway, so what was I talking about? So let's get back to it. So you are the ultimate reality. You know. Oh, the only thing that stops you from knowing yourself is ignorance. And ignorance is in the mind. And so you can use concepts in the mind to remove the ignorance in the mind. And then Brahman shines forth. It's clear to you. So, and this is, it's not just me saying this. There's this analogy of using a thorn. If you get a thorn in your foot, use a thorn to remove the thorn, and then you throw both thorns away. And this was used by Sri Ramakrishna of the, Swami Sarvapriyananda's guru, well, the incarnation of God, the avatar, Sri Ramakrishna. And also non-dual though. And it's also used by Ramana Maharshi, and it's also used by Nisargadatta Maharaj. So very good, very enlightened people have used this analogy that we use the mind to remove the ignorance in the mind, and then when that's gone, your natural state, your natural knowing is there. So that's all you need to do. There are some people in non-duality circles who say there's nothing to be done, there's nothing you can do, it's all, searching is searching, you shouldn't be searching. And Tony Parsons is an example of this. But I think, and to some degree it is true, there is a point where you let go of the searching, but that's not in an introductory to Advaita Vedanta video. That's way beyond where you realize the world arises in awareness, your body arises in awareness, the mind, all the concepts in the mind, the past, causation, all arise in awareness. And the final thing is you let go of the ability to the doer. And there are paths where they let go of the doer at the beginning. So, but I don't think, certainly for me, when I was starting with non-duality, I heard Tony Parsons speak, and it just made me depressed. It's like, I can't do anything, there's nothing to do. Well, okay then. And he did have enlightenment. Apparently he wasn't interested in non-duality. He just had enlightenment and then started telling everybody that you can't do anything about it. I've got it, and buy my books, come to my seminars. Anyway, who knows? But it's true. In the end, you do let go of the doer. There's no doership, there's no authorship. That's way down the line. To get to that point, we can use concepts to remove the concepts. And that's what a lot of this direct path does. In fact, in the direct path, Greg Good, who writes about the direct path, the direct path of Atmananda Krishna Menon, he says that the direct path is very eco-friendly in that it clears up after itself. So for example, we work on seeing that everything arises in awareness, the witness awareness. And in order to be able to understand that the world rises in awareness and that the body arises in awareness, we do have this, what he calls the opaque witness. So it's this witness that feels like it's a real witness. So at my stage at the moment too, I feel like I'm the witness. But he says as we progress, as we work through the mind more, this witness naturally becomes more transparent. So then you have the transparent witness, which is not a witness which does things, or it's just this pure awareness, loving, open, accepting, and the final non-dual enlightenment is when it drops completely and there is no witness. So in this way, we use things to get to different levels and use concepts. So I was trying to think of an analogy, and I came across this one. I didn't come across it, I invented it. It's my own one, okay? It's 100% James. So My kitchen used to be a mess a lot of the time. I'm a bit more mature now, but in the past it was a disaster. And I would ever so often just tidy it really well. I was that kind of person. I would let it get really bad and then I would tidy it. Now, you go into your kitchen and it's as if some students at university have been cooking brownies. There's flour all over the tabletops, all over the counter. There's scales, there's things, that hold flour. What they call flour pots? Not really. That's something different. Pots for flour, cooking flour in, all over the place, bowls, plates, weighing scales, syrup on the floor, everything, all the cupboards open. Now, you sit there and you think, actually, this place is already clean. It really is. It's clean underneath all the mess. So it is clean, and you just need to understand that it's clean. There you go. That's like the mind, the mind, it's full of all this awful stuff that's making me suffer. But no, my witnessing awareness is pure already. So I don't actually need to do anything because I just need to understand that the kitchen's already clean. It's just got lots of mess on top of it. So what we do in this path, the one that I promote, is we throw stuff away. We throw the rubbish away. Then we put things in the right place in the mind. This goes here, this goes here. This is not the sugar does not belong in the microwave. It belongs there. The eggs do not belong in the, where would you not put eggs? In the oven. They belong in the fridge. So you put everything in its correct place. In the mind, you put everything in its correct place. And then you take a physical thing. So it's all physical. And you take another physical thing. So it's like using a concept to get rid of a concept. And you sweep the floor. You sweep up all the mess. Or maybe use a vacuum cleaner. And then you get a rag, another concept, a different type of concept, and some water. And then you mop the surfaces and maybe get some spray it, polish it, clean, shine the surfaces until it's all brilliant and clean and fresh and transparent. Not really transparent, but I think you get what I'm saying. Yes, and that's what we're going to do with the mind. So Brahman can shine forth and you're left with that feeling of open clarity. You could say, because I did think of something that somebody could say against my analogy, is but the concepts in the mind, they're also Brahman, and it's true. So fitting that into my analogy would be the dirt in the kitchen is also clean dirt. You can't clean dirt. The dirt is dirt. It's clean because that's the nature of dirt. It's not like the dirt is dirty dirt. It's just clean dirt. So in some ways, yes, it is all clean. It's just clean dirt. So yes, I suppose, does that fit the analogy? Does that help the argument? But it's true. The concepts in the mind are also Brahman. It's all Brahman. You don't need to do anything if you don't want to. But I would say, and certainly it's the way I've chosen to approach this, is to try to clean the kitchen ever so often, put things in their place, and then you might understand a bit deeper, and you might be just happier. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.